Alright, it looks like... Let me see if this is working. Yep. Okay. Looks like I am live. Wonderful. Having such a hard time getting this to work just now. I was supposed to go live a couple of hours ago, according to the schedule I am trying to do. So, yeah. Basically, let's jump into the game. Got my pup, got my kitty. So yeah, I don't know if I'm actually, cause I've been falling asleep on and off. Here I was watching wrestling and I keep falling asleep because just exhausted. Anyway, that being said, let me get into a few of the topics I just wanted to talk about tonight, which first thing is channel schedule. So I'm going to be aiming for every day around 11 p.m. Eastern time to basically go live, usually with what I call a never-ending game. So something like, well, Monster Hunter Rise has a story. Apparently there's some sort of village outbreak, but you're basically just going and just tackling different monsters and stuff. So that's... What's in here? Your room. Okay. Visiting the room in multiple will allow you to enter the lobby host room. While playing a multiplayer with BGM selected by the lobby host, via their housekeeper will play in the lobby if you would like your own BGM to play. Exit the tutorial. Okay, cool. No, I do not want to do anything like that, but that is interesting. Yeah, so, 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, be playing what I call never-ending game. I basically have a schedule tentatively set up because, so starting February 1st, which it is now February, well, it's technically February 11th, although the stream says February 10th, because that, I was, like I said, supposed to start this couple hours around 11. It's gonna go into around 1 a.m. the next day. So, yeah. So around February 1st, I was supposed to start Monster Hunter Rise, which is this game. Play that for about 2 hours a day until Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. But the thing with Monster Hunter Wilds is that I have it on pre-order, but I have it physically on pre-order. I may switch it over to the digital version. I may not, because especially with the outage that just happened on the PlayStation, network where basically people's digital games, but my system's set to my primary system, and it should technically still play something. But like a game like that I'm trying to play on stream, obviously to stream I would still need an internet connection to stream. Actually, she has little 1-star quests.
How about this weather, Here's the quest list.
Shrine rooms, locale. What is the point of this one? Reward hits. No outbreak or upsurges. Fire lanterns are like so pretty, so red, so round. Something about this is simple. I literally.
There's so many quests coming in. We're all super busy. Minoto hardly has any time for herself over at the hub.
All the time, so maybe I should put them in my room. What do you say? Think you can get me some? Okay, so I just have to get fire lanterns? Roly-poly lanterns. Deliver 8 fire lanterns. Okay. I could do that. Slay 8 Jagras. I could do that, too. I feel like slaying stuff.
Be careful out there.
Okay. Let's go on this quest. So yeah, so Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be I will take this stuff just in case. Okay.
Move!
Okay. Okay, this is simple enough to find these things, and they're marked on my map. Okay. This is simpler. Yeah, so Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out. How does the dog go? Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. How do I use my lantern fly? Okay,
Move!
okay. What are you still barking at?
Go!
Okay.
Pay attention to your stamina.
Okay, yeah, so Monster Hunter Wilds, like I said, was coming out on the 28th. And I did it.
Another job well done.
Okay. So, yes, I keep getting distracted by the game. That's why it's hard for me to play.
Nothing personal. Don't mind me. I never fail!
So, yes, yet again, Monster Hunter Wilds, the 28th of February. So, I'm getting the game physically. If it takes a few days to ship, I won't be able to start it up on the 28th. Obviously, I'm still going to need to install it that day. But I am playing late, and it shouldn't take that long for the game to... How do I take all... reward money. Yeah, so it's gonna take a little time to install, so I may not play that right away on the 28th. That is if I'm playing every day, because sometimes, like tonight, I fell asleep. It took a while to get in and do what I gotta do. Yeah, let's see. Find them in Kimura. Somebody wants to talk to you. Well, who is that?
Hi.
So yeah, it's gonna take me a little time to maybe get to that.
I see.
But, I mean... That's that one. Then the next game is MLB The Show. That one I'm also probably getting physical. Because, yeah, after the PSN network went down, I'm realizing that maybe it's not best to buy digital, because, like, these never-ending games, the ones that I want to just jump in for a little bit, I was buying digital because it's also convenient to be able to just click on the icon on the system and turn it on.
Take care of yourself.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, so getting physical may be a lot more important, even though, honestly, most of these games are not complete on disc anyway. But the license to play a game, like if I wanted to... That's great. I don't care if there's new add-on content. That's good.
Yo. Sure.
Except their wires are much stronger, meaning if you hop on one, they'll launch you way farther than a regular old Wildbird. Only catch is, once you set them down in some jewel lilies, they ain't moving, and since they're so big, they're hard to steer. But once you place one down, you'll be zipping all over the place, and they'll be there when you come back to.
Sure.
Pique your interest? Right here. Some great wire bugs of your very own. Don't say it, I never did nothing for you. Try it out next time you're on the hunt, and spot some jewel lilies. I'm telling you, it'll make the trekking part a breeze.
Hang in there.
Oh, well, thank you. Did he just give me an item? I don't even know. So, I mean, yeah, so instead of me streaming live, middle of the day, it's gonna be later at night. I'm just gonna have to get my body used to staying up late again. Stuff like that. So, the next day, whatever I stream, like about what I'm streaming right now, is going to premiere on my YouTube channel. at the same time the next day. So on YouTube, you're going to be watching not live and 1 day behind, but it's still content. It's still discussion. So if you like me, you want to get to, you know, basically hear some interesting discussion, here we go. So that being said, I wanted to talk about a topic that is a bit of, I would call, conspiracy-like. So, Switch 2 is releasing sometime this year, we know, for a fact. And right now, there are, so this, okay, so Switch 2 is releasing this year. We know that. Now, what's going on right now is that I feel that when the new games are released, basically new games of old games, so games like Breath of the Wild that may have, we don't know this for a fact, so this is all rumor, speculation, when the Breath of the Wild version on Switch 2 releases, which is going to be the up-res version, that's going to need maybe even a new file update. So if you have like the original Breath of the Wild, let's say, what I feel Nintendo is going to do is that if you own Breath of the Wild, cartridge or digital, on Switch 2, there's going to be an update file that you're going to have to download. That's only going to be downloaded to the Switch 2 system. And on that system, when you put Breath of the Wild in the Switch 2, it's going to prompt you and say there's an update file to play a Switch 2 version. Now, I don't feel, people are talking about how Sony did it with PlayStation, how there was an upgrade path to go from PS4 to PS5 for certain games. Now, certain third parties may charge this, let's say, $10 upgrade fee, but games on Switch right now are $60. I wholeheartedly believe games are going to go to $70 on Switch 2.
How are you today?
And
have a look.
When games go to, how many slaves? 8 Izukis. When games go to 70,
let's do this
on Switch 2. I feel what you're going to be paying for is that on the cartridge that you're paying 70. So let's say Breath of the Wild, the $60 version that we paid for years, that's going to go to, that's going to go to, that's going to go to 70 on a Switch, what I would call a Switch 2, basically
Thanks, buddy.
This is the other monster from the last quest I just did. So, on Switch 2, cartridges are going to go to 70. So when cartridges go to 70 on Switch 2, how do I get up there? So when cartridges go to 70 on Switch 2, here we go, these are the guys I need.
Nothing personal. Sorry, pal.
So when the cartridges, I keep saying this over and over, that's because I'm busy hunting.
Go!
So when the cartridges go to 70 on Switch 2, I feel that the cartridges are going to have they're gonna have basically the ability to work on Switch 1 and Switch 2.
Don't mind me.
Pay attention to your stamina.
And what's gonna wind up happening is Where'd this other one go? It's gone. Okay. Is that it? That's it.
Sorry, pal.
If I go this way. Okay, how do I... I forgot how you... Details... Hunter info... Game controls... R1 to dash... Camera, no. Acquiring, gathering, transfer, wire bug, either go wire bug. Trusted, blah, blah, blah. While holding L2, press triangle. Wall running. Perform a wire dash while facing a wall toward a wall to initiate a wall run. You can also wall run while climbing ivy. Hold R1. Okay. Well, and the field come across shrubs, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's good. I want to go this way, I think. How do I wire dash again? I think I want to be over there. Hold on. How do I wire dash? Enter info. Game controls. Wire bug. L2 and triangle. Okay, that's not where I wanted to go.
Go! Nothing personal.
Okay. So yeah, so the Switch 2 cartridges
Don't mind me.
for, let's say, Breath of the Wild, the Switch 2 version of it, is going to be $70, but it's going to have the Switch 1 game and the Switch 2 game on it. Now, for anyone who thinks that
Move!
I'm out of my mind, that can't be, that's not going to happen. Well, let me tell you about something very interesting. So basically, it says there's one here. Maybe it's in here. No. Okay. So what I feel, and if you feel that, oh no, that's not going to happen, they're not going to take Breath of the Wild and make it $70 the original. Well, if you hear about what's happening at Target right now, Target this might not be the, oh, it was, I got it. So Target right now is having a clearance on Switch games. Regular price Switch games. Regular games are going 70% off. They're trying to clear out their inventory. What are they clearing out their inventory for? At Target. They're clearing out their inventory because basically regular Switch games are not going to be sold anymore because Nintendo wants to influence you so subtly as an original Switch owner to upgrade to the next system. So they're going to make it so that, okay, you don't want to upgrade to the next system? Games are now going to be 70 that you didn't want to buy. So, yes, the Switch 2 game will also work on the original Switch. That is what I feel. That they're going to make it that the Switch 2 game of Breath of the Wild, a game that was a Switch 1 game, there's going to be certain games that are going to be listed as Switch 1, Switch 2, which means it's going to work on both, but it's going to be $70 because it's going to be for both versions. So you're going to pay that upgrade fee on the cartridge. So let me restate something I stated that I said they won't charge us for upgrades on our games. The $10 fee. I think they may charge us a $10 fee, so they're gonna get us no matter what with a $10 free fee for an upgrade. And I think they also want to do that too because basically if you think that Nintendo is just gonna give you that upgrade that they worked on for nothing, Nintendo is not that company. It's not gonna happen. They are definitely going to basically say, hey, listen, if you want that game, then you're gonna need to pay for it. So the Switch 2 cartridges are gonna have the Switch 1 game, and it's gonna, like, so Switch 2 cartridge of Breath of the Wild that has the upgraded Breath of the Wild is going to play on your Switch 1, and it's gonna have the original version on the Switch 1 on that cartridge. But it's gonna be $70 for that new cartridge. And they are liquidating inventory of Switch 1 base cartridges because Nintendo is upgrading everything. When they put Breath of the Wild 2 as $70, that was going to be the first game to usher in that $70 price range. Everyone thought that, oh, it was a one-off for them to do that. No. That was them starting because rumor had it, they were originally supposed to launch Switch 2 last year. But they delayed it. This is all rumor. They delayed Switch 2 because they wanted more games because the games weren't probably, they were probably done, but they weren't up to Nintendo standards. Because Nintendo, think about it, when was the last time Nintendo released a buggy game? Obviously, besides Pokemon, which isn't, I mean, Nintendo has stake in the Pokemon company, but they have it with Game Freak and with, I believe, Creatures. So it's a 1/3 share, but obviously it's an exclusive game. So, basically, on this topic, I'm basically just trying to say that the Switch 2 carts are going to have Switch 1 games on them that are going to play on the Switch. It's going to be $70 for both versions. That's going to be the only way you're going to be able to get Breath of the Wild in the future. Because they're trying to influence Switch 1 owners to buy Switch 2. Wait, I did 2 key quests completed. Wait, are one of these not a... Was one of these one of the key quests? Okay. Deliver 8 fire lanterns. Deliver 8 unique mushrooms. Okay.
There's so many of them.
Oh, that
I get
wasn't...
confused too.
That was just an extra one. Okay. Yeah, so that is my point on that topic. Other topics I have. I wanted to also talk about Super Bowl, which just happened on Sunday here in America. So Super Bowl was an interesting game.
Out there.
Now, a lot of people believe.
I'm ready.
I mean, I'm just collecting lanterns. I have fire lanterns, 1 of 8. 16 points. These can be completed by delivering the specified items. Account items will automatically be delivered upon gathering them. Transport items need to be delivered to the supply box. As they cannot fit into your item pouch. What do the lanterns count as? Cannot be reclaimed. While carrying trucks, so you can deliver them by pressing X. Okay.
Listen up!
I don't think I need items, but I'll take them anyway? Maybe I shouldn't have just taken items?
Go!
Okay. The lantern, is this it? I have to get up there? Okay, now I know how to get up on surfaces. Eight of eight. Okay.
Move!
Okay, I'm getting the hang of some of this.
Another job well done.
I got it. There we go. Yeah, so Super Bowl just happened here on Sunday, here in America. And so, I feel, this is very conspiracy theory, but I feel that the Kansas City Chiefs were very much influenced to not win that game, because I don't think I've seen them casually. Imagian over in the tea shop has been looking for you. She seemed upset over something. Going check on her, would you? So I feel that if you've seen them play at all, you would know that that was not the way that they normally play. I'll talk to her in a second. Let me get to my point. So, basically, I feel that, see, the announcers were saying that there was some sort of, like, pass blocking strategy that was going on by the other team. And this happened years ago. I believe it was with the Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. Or it was a playoff game or something, and the Buccaneers, like, really put a number on the Chiefs and really made them lose bad, kind of like they did this Super Bowl Sunday. And if that happened back then with that kind of strategy of playing against them, then Andy Reid, the coach, should have had a coaching strategy in place to counteract that, because obviously you want to learn from your mistakes, review the films, figuring it out. So I feel that for some reason the Chiefs did not have a strategy in place to figure out what was going on, basically. Like how to counteract what was going against them with the Eagles. And I feel for the Chiefs not to have that, that's kind of strange. So also the fact that the Chiefs were up for, with Mahomes especially, was up for something no NFL team has ever done, which is won 3 Super Bowls back to back. Now, most teams have won 2 in a row. Not most, but if teams have won it, 2 is the most that any team has ever won. No one's ever done 3. So there was probably a bet in Vegas to say, would the Chiefs be the first team to win 3 in a row? And the odds were most likely against that happening, because it's never happened before and it's so hard to do. But so many people probably believed in Kansas City for doing that enough people probably bet that the Chiefs would do it, which means that if the Chiefs did it, Vegas would have to pay out those odds against that. Now, I don't know if there was a bet like that in Vegas. I don't know what the odds were, but I would imagine the odds would be high, which means if people bet on that, they would get paid quite a bit. And if a lot of people bet on that bet, or made big bets on that, then Vegas would have to have paid out a lot of money. So could it have been, if that was something that happened, would it have been possible that Vegas would have said, hey, we don't want the Chiefs to win because we don't want to have to pay out these bets. So they went to the Chiefs and said, listen, you guys better lose this game because we're not paying this out. And if we do, it's not going to be good for you guys. Now, like I said, conspiracy theory? Is it far-fetched? Is it something like a plot out of a movie? Absolutely. And that is the kind of stuff that you will get watching my streams. And if you're on my YouTube channel rewatching this stuff after the fact, this is the kind of conversation that you will get from me. Far-fetched, conspiracy kind of stuff. Obviously, listen. let me premise that with saying I am not a believer in the stuff that I am saying, but I do like to discuss and talk and say, what if, what if, what if. But the fact of, do we actually believe a lot of this stuff? No. Because, like I said, it's very far-fetched. But, I mean, like I said, is it possible? Hey, listen, most people believe that the refs, you know, favor one team or another. And they wholeheartedly believe that. Do I believe that? I mean, is it possible that the refs maybe have a favorite in something? And where they should be impartial, they are not? Sure. It's possible. Anything's possible. Well, almost anything. But listen. Yeah, so that is one of the theories that I just basically had with the Super Bowl and with the Chiefs, because quite honestly, I mean, you had two options. The Chiefs win, and you get a three-peat, which has never happened before, and something amazing. Or the Eagles win, and you have to find out, are the Eagle fans going to celebrate by eating horse shit again? Like they did one year when the Eagles won, and it was on the news that Eagle fans actually picked up horse, you know, poop from the, I guess the mounted horses that were there trying to, I don't know what they were doing with these horses there with the celebration, but yeah, they got so excited that they ate horse poop one year. And this actually happened. It was reported on the news. So, yeah, I mean, which world do we live in? When it hit the halftime show, I definitely realized we were in the timeline where we were going to discover if Eagles fans were going to eat horse poop again. Because by halftime, it did not look like Mahomes was going to pull it off. At that point, the deficit was way too large at that point. I think it was something like 24-0. Which they said the biggest deficit of a Super Bowl game was 25 points. So they didn't break that record. But yeah. So switch game cards, channel schedule, Super Bowl. Let's talk little wrestling, or wrestling, as I like to call it. So tonight, like I said, I was up late. I watched Monday Night Raw. Little caught up. So I have a question, which I know the answer because I googled this beforehand, because I had a feeling no one would be on here to shed light on this information for me. So I looked it up myself. Google is a great tool for looking stuff up. So I wanted to know, now with Elimination Chamber that's coming up, obviously you have the men and the women, they're going to be competing in that. Basically in Elimination Chamber, John Cena has declared that he's in Elimination Chamber where everyone else has to qualify. And I wanted to know why John Cena was automatically in. Which, okay, listen, I mean, it is his farewell year. I mean, it's not that I don't want him in, but if he gets an Elimination Chamber, gets a title match, and gets that 17th title, is there always going to be an asterisk on his name that says, I got the title because I just put myself, because apparently that's how he's already qualified, is that they said on Google that, which he said in the press conference, which I heard, but I didn't know if that's what the rule is or whatnot, if there's a rule or anything, but apparently because he's been with the company for so many years, being the fact that he's been there so many years, he has the right to call, to just announce himself as qualified. he doesn't have to compete because I guess he's got. It's kind of like at a job where you have so much seniority. That's just like, well, you guys can all fight for it, but I'm just in because I've been here forever. So, I mean, like I said, it's not that I don't want Cena in the Elimination Chamber. Listen, I wanted him to win the Royal Rumble. I was rooting for him. Now, the fact that Jey Uso won, I'm still very happy for that. Because I love Jey Uso. I think he's great. I think the way his character has come up is really great. And the way that he's, you know, broken away from that whole, where his standing was, to put himself, you know, to brand himself as main event Jey Uso, to get up there. The fact that, I guess they said that Netflix has said that they like Jey Uso so much that they were pushing for him. And listen, I obviously, which I learned at a young age, and after I learned this, I stopped watching wrestling for a while. I learned that wrestling is all scripted, and I don't want to say the word fake because they really do, you know, put themselves out there, and I don't want to say injure because they're not always injuring, but they're pushing their bodies to do things that are dangerous and could be injurious. Obviously, they know how to safely do things, hopefully, and not be as injured. But I understand that wrestling is scripted. So I feel that honestly, when you want to know if someone's going to win or not, just look at their popularity. I think the popularity begets who is going to win a match or what will move a story towards what they're trying to do for something popular. Like with Cody Rhodes, they gave him the WrestleMania shot one year with Roman Reigns, and he didn't do it. And the fans were not happy, and they went back to the drawing board and said, we got to put him in. I mean, obviously, from what they said publicly, though, they changed the story around, I think it was the October before WrestleMania, where they just said we have to write this story and make this happen. So it wasn't immediately after the WrestleMania that Cody lost to Roman Reigns, but they gave him another opportunity and wrote that in, where he won the Royal Rumble and got that going. So listen, I like stuff like that where they go with, because listen, you want your heroes to win, and you want your bad guys to be as heel-like as possible. So I get it, and I like it that the heels are great, and people sometimes, you know, it's like that old saying in that, I guess it's not, well, I guess it's old at this point, in the Batman movie, like, you either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And that's what's happening with Cody Rhodes? Because that was a really dark turn, that match with him and Kevin Owens. Like, Cody went to a very dark place, but he was also, like, they were showing, like, he was angry and upset with Kevin Owens for everything that he was doing, like hurting everyone and hurting them kind of in the name of Cody Rhodes. So, yeah. Oh, so I had a little bit more to say about wrestling than I thought. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the wrestling. I started even watching NXT because they brought a lot of the main WWE headliners are going to NXT for stuff, which is great. So it's kind of mixing it up, because that was the thing about NXT. When you watch it and you really don't know who anyone is. I mean, the thing about NXT is I always regret not watching it because afterwards I'm like, oh, that's where that star came up from. But if you had watched it on NXT with those stars, you'd be like, who are these people? And it's kind of like when you watch a sports team at the beginning of the season, and you're like, I really don't know who these players are. And if you don't commit the time to watching, to learning who these players are, then you're not gonna, get whatever with them. Casual Noob, have you heard? Have you heard the terrible news? This is a real emergency. Ow. I bit my tongue. Ow. Alright, the news. A great Azuchi is tearing up the shrine rooms. It's absolute carnage. Okay, slight exaggeration. But there really is a great Azuchi. And it's parked its stupid monster butt right on our main trade route. Please, you gotta get rid of it. If you don't, my supply of dango ingredients won't get delivered. Please. Oh, thank you so much. I love you. Okay. Hunting that great Azuchi is now an urgent quest that you can accept from Hinoa. Wait, which one's Hinoa? Is that this one? Yes, Hinoa. Okay.
It's a good day for a hunt.
An urgent quest has just been issued. Urgent quests need to be taken care of ASAP, and if you don't, things can get bad, like real bad, and right now, things are looking grim. Yamagi ran over and told me that a great Azuchi is blocking an important trade route near the shrine rooms. And it's not any old route, it's the one merchants use to bring the ingredients for Bunny Dango. Oh no, we might actually run out of Bunny Dango. I feel things. You've got to get rid of that monster. But be careful, great Azuchis usually have a band of mini Azuchis in tow. They can gang up on you if you don't watch out. Okay, get out there and save our Dango.
Make sure to check the special quest as well.
Okay, I will do this.
Take care of yourself.
Tomorrow. In the meantime, I think I have one last topic. I think the basically I'm happy with WWE. Watching more Mondays, Fridays. That's why I moved my streaming times to later. So that way I could just consistently do it every day. I wanted to do midday because that's a perfect time for anyone across the entire globe to be able to tune in at a reasonable time to watch live. But, to be honest, I mean, obviously I don't have a following. I don't have a following at all, let alone around the world. But, yeah, I mean, if you'd like to like, subscribe, comment. I mean, on Twitch, I know you can subscribe and comment. I don't know if you can comment after the fact. I'm not too sure. YouTube, you can like, subscribe, comment. But yeah. So the last topic is the rumored Nintendo Direct in February. So there is a rumored Nintendo Direct this February sometime. Of course, they originally said it was coming last week. Now they're saying this week, and of course, if it doesn't happen this week, they're going to say it's going to be for the week after, and if not, the week after that. Personally, what I think is, I think that the rumors of a Direct in February are actually, because we have Pokemon Day on February 28th, and Pokemon Legends ZA are one of the few Switch games, which, by the way, I feel that when Switch 2 comes out, which I feel we're in that time period, everyone's like, oh, what's the February game? I don't know if we're getting a game in February. I think that Nintendo for Switch 1, I think Switch 1 games are going to be every other month to every 3 months now. Like I said, I think the Switch, they're not going to completely abandon Switch 1 games and producing and making them. But I feel that they are going to greatly reduce the output and move the output over to Switch 2. So I feel that the rumored direct that apparently PH Brazil is saying he still feels it should be coming, it may either be one of two things. It may be the Pokemon Day, 'cause I feel Pokemon Day we always get some sort of video drop. I believe that will be the direct, or there will be a double, kind of like when they did the partner in the indie world. There will be some sort of direct along with the Pokemon Day on February 28th. Now I know everyone is saying, oh, it's got to be early because we have to have the February game, but I don't think we're getting a February game. I think that the Switch 1 output is forever being greatly reduced to eliminated. So yeah, I think that is what is happening with the rumored direct. I think that we are getting a Switch 1 we're definitely getting something for Pokemon Day. But then we might also, on that same day, get a Switch 1 Direct. Now, is that going to be a main? I don't think so, because I don't know what they have left. I don't think it's a partner, because I feel a lot of our partners, basically, they're gearing up for Switch 2. All those companies that couldn't put games out for Switch 1 are gearing up for Switch 2. It's already in the works. They want it on the new system. Nintendo wants it to influence people to go over to Switch 2. That is the move, to push everyone over to Switch 2. And if people don't realize that that's what it is, that is what it is. This is the transition. This is what's gonna happen. So yeah, that is my theory. So yeah, I hope you liked some of my very, very light gameplay, because I'm exhausted. I really need to get to bed. This is not good for my sleep and what I'm trying to do with my health, just getting a little healthier, eating right, doing more activity. Just as a note, you probably don't know this about me, but I have physical disability, physical limitations as a result of very severe arthritis that has crippled a lot of my body, has caused me to have multiple surgeries. I have 1, 2, 3 more surgeries still coming up, so trying to get myself as optimized as possible, because I'm also not young anymore. Not old, but old enough to be concerned more with my health. So, and listen, it's always good to get the physical health in check. You know, within means, because, like I said, still limitations. But yeah, So let me go to bed. Like I said, I passed out watching wrestling. I think I saw most of it tonight. I saw most of the people who qualify for Elimination Chamber. A lot of the storyline. A lot of what they're setting up for the next couple weeks. Wrestling's fun. Wrestling's fun, but I'm just exhausted because doing a lot more activity than I normally do. Appointments, activity, different things. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here. You all have a very good one. Have a great day. Later.